Almost a year after the remains of the late Palestinian President Yasser Arafat were exhumed for scientific studies, the Palestinian Inquiry gave its conclusions on the Swiss and Russian lab reports, both of which found radioactive substances in Arafat's remains. But they differed in determining death by polonium-210 poisoning. Regardless, Palestinians were clear on who they blame.
Who stands before the assassination of Yasser Arafat? And who has the technical and scientific resources for that? We say that Israel is the only one to be accused.
But Israel was quick to deny the accusations.
Let me say this as simply as clearly as I can. Israel did not kill Arafat, period. It's as simple as that. We have nothing to do with this, and the Palestinians should stop leveling all these baseless accusations without the slightest shadow of a proof. Enough is enough.
Swiss scientists say Arafat had at least 18 times the normal level of radioactive polonium in his body when he died in 2004. A Russian report agrees the polonium was there, but doesn't conclude that it was the reason for his death. An Jazeera investigation found the Russians only examined 4 out of 20 samples from Arafat's remains. And a forensic scientist has told Jazeera that the polonium levels found in those 4 samples were low.
The choice of bone fragments that they've chosen to use is very odd, and the levels they've got appear to be 10 or 20 times less than you'd expect just from anybody else in the world. So I think the results are meaningless.
Palestinians are convinced their late leader was poisoned. Some go as far as saying evidence of the crime was deliberately hidden.
Many evidences have not been shown for many years. The autopsy was not done on time. The samples were destroyed against the procedure of the law. So clearly there are international forces that are trying to hide the crime. Today we have all the components of the crime.
The Palestinian Inquiry calls Arafat's death the crime of the century and has vowed to carry on with all investigations until it arrives at the full facts and details. Palestinian officials have said they will take this matter to the International Criminal Court at The Hague, but it's unclear whether they will do that now. That's because at the start of the current negotiations with the Israelis, the Palestinians made a promise not to approach any UN organizations. The 9-month-long negotiations period ends next April. Many Palestinians were skeptical of these talks before they even started. Now, with the newly revealed evidence on what killed Arafat, they say it's hard to believe these negotiations will go anywhere. Nisreen El-Shamayleh, Al Jazeera, Ramallah.